give you a diamond ring when I folded. You saw the best in me, the Joker and the Queen, the Joker and the Queen.
This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 1 o'clock. This is Harvey Cook. The new Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, has signalled he's prepared to abandon the economic strategy of Liz Truss, suggesting tax rises could form a part of a package of measures aimed at restoring confidence on financial markets. Mr Hunt took over yesterday after his predecessor Kwasi Kwarteng's mini-budget triggered financial turmoil. Mr Hunt's admitted mistakes were made, including a decision to scrap the top rate of income tax for the wealthiest, a proposal which was subsequently abandoned. He suggested spending will have to be reined in, but insisted that didn't mean a return to the austerity of a decade ago.
I was in the Cabinet in 2010 when we really did have austerity. I don't think we're talking about anything like that. But I do want to be straight. We've got some difficult decisions. If we take those difficult decisions, the future is very encouraging for this country. But we never succeed as a country when we duck difficult challenges.
The Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer has said changing the Chancellor cannot undo the damage which has been done because you cannot reverse out of a car crash. He's called for the fiscal statement, which is due at the end of this month, to be brought forward. The Shadow Chancellor Rachel Reeves told an audience of Labour members in Barnsley that the Prime Minister should take the blame for surging interest rates.
Liz Truss has taken no responsibility for any of it. And Kwasi Kwarteng was not some rogue Chancellor. He was the Prime Minister's closest ally, enacting her policies. They behaved like two gamblers in a casino, betting with our money, and they have lost. But the consequences of their recklessness are all too real across the country.
The authorities in Turkey say 40 people have died in a coal mine near the Black Sea coast after a suspected methane explosion. The Turkish Interior Minister said a number of miners who were thought to have been trapped were found dead. The England and Manchester United footballer Mason Greenwood has been arrested for allegedly breaching his bail conditions. He was questioned in January about allegations of rape, assault and making threats to kill, but has not been charged with any offence. Actors have been remembering Robbie Coltrane following his death at the age of 72. He was known by many audiences for playing Hagrid in the Harry Potter films. Miriam Margolyes, who starred alongside him, first appeared with him in the 1980s sketch show A Kick Up the 80s. She says he was an actor with incredible range and talent.
He was a very fine actor and a delightful man. Huge in stature, in personality, in heart. He was exceptional. He was irreplaceable. He's absolutely a unique figure.
And the weather, mostly dry and fairly bright afternoon, but a few showers mainly in western areas, some of which could be heavy and thundery. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 1.
Now, the official all-time debut albums Top 40 with Steve Wright. BBC Radio 2.
Hello, this is Steve Wright and welcome to the second of two special programmes to mark National Album Day. The day celebrates the creativity and imagination behind those great albums we know and love. This year the theme is debut albums, and so we present the official all-time debut albums Top 40. The chart has been compiled for Radio 2 by the official charts company, and we'll be hearing tracks from the debut albums that launched the careers of some of today's biggest music stars, including Spice Girls, Keane and Coldplay. In this episode, I'll be counting down the albums from number 20 to number 1. So, let's begin at number 20 from the album that gave us Smile Like You Mean It and Mr. Brightside, from Hot Fuss by The Killers, Somebody Told Me.
The official all-time debut albums countdown on BBC Radio 2. 20.